Good evening, guys, and happy Monday to all of your sunshiny faces. My goodness, guys. Today was another one of those, I am so tired that I can't even force myself to like get up and go and take a shower to go to bed. And it's like that whole like, I'm just procrastinating going to bed because I'm like too tired to actually like get into the process of going to bed, which I find very annoying, because then in turn I wind up actually staying up longer because of it. So anyways, yeah, guys, I took a look at, I got pretty much everything done on my planner today. Actually, I got all of the editing from the weekend caught up with, just because like, unless the like very chill weekend, normally Saturdays and Sundays I don't edit, just because again, like, I have a lot of stuff that is going on, either if it's grocery shopping or else, you know, cleaning the attic, or you know what else is, you know, we have going on and stuff like that. And that's when we try and get our projects done and everybody's home. So if that's, you know, nothing else, I try and spend some time with people too. So, you know, like I said, I'm normally not like locked away in my room editing on my own, you know, on the weekends. But again, if it's like, oh, like Jack and my dad had somewhere to go, or maybe my mom did too, or you know, something like that, whatever it might be, like if there's again like other stuff that's going on for people, then I'm sort of like, okay, like I'll just slip into my room and then you know, wind up getting like editing done or doing something or whatever. But like I said, normally it's like during the week that I wind up doing like my editing. So like over the weekend when I don't, normally Mondays, like Monday so far since I've been caught up, I've been normally editing like 2 vlogs on Monday and then uploading those, and then editing 2 vlogs on Tuesday and uploading those. So then by Tuesday I'm caught up from like the weekend, just because I'll upload then like, basically because I was 3 videos behind, I'll upload like the 4 over the course of 2 days, because it'll also be the one from Monday that I did then on Tuesday. So anyways, it's been working out really well though, and like I said, I've been staying on top of it for at least the last couple weeks now. So like I said, you know, if all keeps going well, that's how I'm going to keep doing it. But I got all of it done though today, all 3 videos I had edited today, and then I also got to dishes and laundry, and I uploaded 2 from the ones that I had edited from over the weekend, or the one that I had edited from over on Friday, I uploaded that as well. And then too, guys, one of the big things that I need to do is the Tupperware cabinet in our kitchen. Oh my gosh, guys. It's something that I keep wanting to put on my planner, and I keep sort of like planning on doing it, but I keep not actually doing it. Just because I've been procrastinating it. But the Tupperware cabinet in our, like I said, the kitchen needs to be taken care of. Something awful, because I used to have everything so that it just all like was perfectly fine and everything, like, because so many of the Tupperware that we have, like, they just nest inside of themselves. Like I have a couple of sets of ones that are really nice, like I said, and everything fits inside it of itself. And so I think those were like the Rubbermaid ones. But recently, at least over the last several months probably, I don't know, like it, and normally because I'm the one that puts away the dishes, because the dishes are sort of my chore to do, so since I normally put away the dishes, the cabinets don't get like super messed up. Like, you know, if I notice that like, oh, somebody took out Tupperware and didn't put it away properly, I'll just sort of straighten it up or whatever. The same with like cups in the cabinet, or like plates too, because I have all the plates like in like size order, so that you don't have like the tiny little ones stacked on top of the giant ones, and then they're all like leaning to one side or something like that. So like I said, because I put that stuff away, I make sure that everything gets, you know, like stays on top of. But I don't know how many months it has been now. I don't know who really did it, and I don't know how it happened, because like I said, I've been staying on top of like keeping that cabinet organized, and honestly for years I hadn't had to reorganize it, just because I stayed so much on top of it. And all of a sudden it was like over like a couple weeks, it just got really bad, where like I couldn't even, like, I don't know if people kept like taking stuff out. I don't think we really got new, like any type of new Tupperware. This was before we cleaned out the attic and found all that the actual Tupperware in the attic from that Tupperware party my mom went to back before Jack was born. We found it up there. That was even before this though. But like I said, all that stuff was like, you know, like, I don't know how it happened. Like I said, I don't think that it was that we got new stuff. I was thinking maybe it was when we redid the kitchen like last year, but I don't think it was. I think it was more recent than that. And like I said, for whatever reason now, every single time I go to even stack another like piece of plastic in there, if it's a lid or anything like that, like everything starts falling out of there. And I cannot, like I said, I can't find like matching lids for anything anymore because half the stuff I know is like buried in the back of that cabinet. It's right now just a huge pain. And so like I said, I need to get to that, and it's something that I keep, like, ever since we ended up cleaning out the kitchen pantries, I was like, oh, that cabinet is something that I really need to get to, you know. I kept telling myself this, and I still haven't done it. And I keep telling myself too, like, I need to put it in my planner. I still have not gotten to it. So it is one of those things, like I said, where it's just, it's an eyesore. It is, like I said, there's just stuff that is falling all over the place. And like I said, it's not beneficial when I can't find any lids to anything that I need. So like I said, that's something that I keep telling myself, and I'm trying to do it on a day when like I don't normally clean a room, like either today or like on a Monday or like a Friday or something like that. Again, when like I don't, you know, because I clean on Tuesdays, Wednesday, Thursday, you know, the kitchen, living room, bathroom, all that kind of stuff. Normally those are my 3 days for cleaning, and so I need, like, you know, I could add in extra time for that, but I was just like, it'd just be more, like I said, useful if it was just like, oh, on a Monday when I don't have, like I said, that cleaning going on, you know, I take an hour instead and organize that cabinet. I keep telling myself this, and it keeps not happening, because every time I see it, I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is going to be a pain. And it's not even so much that it's going to be a pain to organize, because for the most part, everything should fit in there the same way that I've always had it. Because like I said, we really haven't gotten any new like Tupperware food storage stuff, anything like that. The problem is that I'm scared to try and take any of it out, because I feel like if I try and move one piece, it'll just start like a Tupperware avalanche, and I'm scared of that. So yeah, like I said, guys, I'm not looking forward to that, but it's something that I know needs to get done. And I keep telling myself this too, because again, since I like know how I had everything organized in there originally, and so most likely, again, I would be the one that would probably take care of it, and nobody else has gotten frustrated enough to just be like, okay, I'm just gonna reorganize this or whatever. And honestly too, my parents, like my dad would probably get to that point at some point where he's just like, oh my gosh, like this needs to be taken care of, I'm just going to do it. And so he, like I said, would maybe do it, but neither of my parents are very organized to that point where it's like I said, like I had it a specific way and everything fit in there once. So I know if I do it again, like I should be able to get everything to fit in there. Because if somebody else does it, might not wind up fitting in there perfectly. And on top of that too, I had it so that it was easy to access everything. Like again, you might have like stuff that's like the big pieces out in the front and the small stuff in the back, which you can't even get to, you know, and then you can't utilize the space. Or also too, because I put the dishes away, you know, it needs to be a system where I can access it to put the dishes away too. And also too, where I can get the Tupperware out. Now it's not like anybody can't find the dishes when I organize this stuff, but it's just, you know, like I said, since I put it away, I know what the easiest way and the stuff we use the most, and we're just, like I said, store it and keep it. Versus, like I said, if one of them ended up doing it, it'd probably just be like, okay, we're just gonna match everything up and put it in there. Like me, I have a system sort of, and it's the same thing with like all of our pantries and you know, like I said, all that kind of stuff. Like I have a system to how things work. And so I try and, like I said, sort of stick to those, because I know, like I said, what works. And if after a while I've noticed like this isn't working, then I'll change the system. But, you know, like I said, our linen closet, which I organized a couple of years ago, and for the most part, it still is pretty organized. But again, now if somebody else were to have gone in there and organized it, or again, like if I hadn't done it in a way that I felt like worked, we probably would have to be reorganizing it again. But again, I found something that actually works and we've stuck to for a really long time now. And so, like I said, it's, you know, we're sticking to that, and that's what we're doing and using, and it's been working. That's why, like, I don't know, I'm just very like privy to, like I said, the things that work and don't work. Like, again, one of my parents might wind up organizing something but finds out it doesn't work, and then it's disorganized in, again, a couple weeks, and then they have to go and do it all over again. Versus if you find something that works, and for me that's my biggest thing too, is that like cleaning and stuff like that, like as long as everything has a home and you can put it back where it belongs, then you don't have to worry about, again, it being out of place, just because like I'm, like I said, not always the best at that. Speaking of my disorganized desks that I'm looking at right now, but like for the most part, like I said, I am a pretty much very organized person, but again, sometimes I have too much stuff and it doesn't fit, and that's why like my room for right now it's a little disorganized, because I feel like, again, I told you guys I need to get those shelves done, I need to, again, do like a lot of other stuff, and because of that I don't have necessarily the space for some of the things that I need put away. My brain is just a very organizational brain, I guess. It just works better in, like I said, figuring something out and getting it to fit and to work, and like I said, stick with those type of things. Because honestly, like our linen closet, for example, when I used to just put, like, we have shelves in there, and so when I used to just put all of like our shampoos and conditioners, body care, you know, all that kind of stuff, personal care products in the closet and just stack it up, people wind up knocking it over all the time. So my brain's going and is like, on top of that too, the shelves are pretty high. So I'm like, how can I utilize the vertical space without, like, we can't add extra shelves really because of the way the shelves are done in there. And so I'm like, how can I utilize this vertical space? So I thought totes. I found the absolutely perfect totes that fit 2 on each shelf at Walmart, and so we can just stack all of our and put all of our, like, again, shampoos and hair care products in one tote, and it fits in the space. So like I said, like that, for me, my brain is always going, how can I best utilize this space? How can I get it to, again, not have to be perfect? It doesn't have to be appealing to the eye where everything is all set out perfectly and looks like a drugstore in the closet, you know. It just needs to be put away, and then again, if you really need to get to something, you just take the tote out and you go through it and you grab the stuff that you need and put it back in there. You don't have to make it look all nice and pretty, because nobody's got time for that. So like I said, like that was my whole process of the whole thing, and like that's the same thing too with like the Tupperware cabinet, is that my brain knows how this is going to best work, how it's going to best fit in this space. And again, like I see somebody else doing it and being like, no, that won't work. Like, you know, it's gonna, those Tupperware are gonna wind up getting knocked over, or people don't use that size as much, and so nobody will ever use it, and they'll just knock them over and try and throw them in the back of the thing. And again, like, you know, I can foresee the impending doom that sometimes happens when things aren't organized right. And so like I said, guys, that is why I'm just scared to go through it to start off with, because like I said, I'm scared there's going to be like an avalanche of stuff falling out of it, which is why I hate going in there, and I hold the stuff back every time I have to like put something else in that cabinet. So yeah, like I said, it's something that needs to happen though, and maybe I will try for that on Friday. But that is like one thing I keep planning on putting in my planner, and I keep either forgetting or sort of procrastinating, or like two, because I don't see it, and then I go to, like, again, today I put the dishes away later in the afternoon. I was like, that is something that I keep telling myself I have to get done, but I did it so late that I didn't get to it. So anyways, guys, yeah, there's a couple spaces like that in the house too where I'm like, I need to get this organized, like the laundry room cabinets and shelves and stuff like that, because honestly my dad just likes to throw stuff in there. That is like the hasn't made it to the garage yet space, and it frustrates me so immensely too, because like, or stuff that has to go outside we just leave in the laundry room, and I'm like, I can't do laundry in here if everything's stacked on top of the washer and dryer. Like, that is another space that, like, I have not yet gotten to the perfect organizational standard where that kind of stuff won't happen anymore. It happens now in the linen closet, like I said, because I have that space really well organized, but that's how that used to be too. We just throw stuff in there because we couldn't get anything else, you know, like the Tupperware cabinet, we just throw it in there because it wasn't organized. But, and that's the same thing with the laundry room too, which like I said, it needs to have a little bit of help, a little TLC in the laundry room. That, and then too, since we've been cleaning out our attic, I've been reorganizing too, because we have like some like board games up there. I've been redoing I redid sort of our front hall closet, like our coat closet, because we have on the top, it's all of our board games. And so I reorganized that. My dad actually sort of reorganized all of the clothes that were hanging up in there. So that's actually somewhat reorganized, like all the jackets and things. That's actually somewhat reorganized too. But again, it's sometimes those spaces you just don't see a lot. Like again, the laundry room, we can close the door, nobody goes in there. It's like we don't see the mess or the disorganization and we just close the door and keep it out. And the same with like closets and cabinets and things like that. But it needs to have everything needs to have a happy home and be organized and like I said, have a place. So that's why, guys, I probably won't, like I said, I won't be able to get to that tomorrow because I got the bathroom to clean, and probably not the day after that because the kitchen I got to get done. So it'll have to come sometime after that, like Friday. But anyways, I will see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe. And I'll see you all your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.